it's Louise with Louise McCarrot, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a test palette for a couple different Lazy Susans, and my thinking is I cannot keep the Lazy Susans in stock downtown, so I've got to get a better way of making them. So my intention is today to do two of them at the same time, you know, back to back, so I can kind of minimize the cleanup, minimize the paints I'm using, keep everything more consolidated, and make it more of a manufacturing process instead of just a creative one. So I'm trying to burn up some paints here because I've got some paints, and quite honestly, these colors go very well down there, so I might as well use them up. So this here is my homemade green, which is a combination of Arteza's. It's a combination, I think, of pearl golden hour and a pearl sky blue. This here is TLP Frost with Arteza's pearl glacier blue. This is that new pigment I've been using from ColorArt, Wildberry, Magical. This is my quinacridone Nicolazo gold combined with Zeus. This is 24 karat gold from Deco Art with iridescent gold by Golden. And this is my combination Payne's Gray from Arteza and Golden. I have my American Floetrol Cell Activator over here. This is my white. I just mixed it up yesterday. And then this is my black. I label it like that so I know what it is. And I'll be using that as my cell activator. So I'm going to do the test on this coaster. Hopefully everything comes out okay. I'll do 3 more coasters and then I'll do a Lazy Susan. Okay, I'll get you down when I get the pillow down. So I'm on my way to make 2 Lazy Susans via 4 coasters. Taking the long way there. Let's give it a stretchy. Okay. I'm arguing with myself about this color combination. I wish I had a panel who could just advise as I'm going. You know, like Game of Thrones. In the last one, the blue barely showed up. It's like, where is this wild berry? So I'm laying it on thicker this time. And I'm almost out. I got the gold. And I'm a drizzler. And I'm a drizzler. So I had started out with a light blue in the lineup. And it was giving me a headache with bubbles. I got to adjust this. This is out of control thick. That gold and that Nicolazo gold are like 2 peas in a pod. They get along so well. Cell activator. Try to whack out any bubbles that might think they're going to come up. There we go. So all I'm doing here is stretching the pillow to the sides, so when I'm ready to spin, it'll flow very nicely. So I mentioned in the other video, I don't know if you noticed, subtle difference. Every blow is different. On this one here, I didn't blow so much straight down into the cell activator as I normally do when it's warmer, because I was thinking, you know, maybe the cell activator is not responding as well in the cooler weather, because it's low 60s in here right now. So I'm just trying something different. So I know the cell activator works because it does always come back. It just doesn't respond so quickly, I've noticed, in this cooler temperature. So I'm just trying to adjust things and see what the outcome is. Because if you think you're going to do something the same way every time, you are mistaken. Just so you know, I created this video before I got the learnings about warming up my paints and thinning them down a little bit before starting. That helps too. All right, looks pretty good. Well, this one's a lot darker than the first one. I think I blew into the pillow too much. But I'm trying to prove this combination so I can make a couple Lazy Susans. And my plan is to do one with a swipe and one with a bloom. And I want to do two in one day because, as I mentioned in the other video, I am constantly, well, I'm selling all of my Lazy Susans downtown. Constantly. I mean, they're calling me up saying, we need more. And it's like, well, it takes me a while to make them because I've got to create them, cure them, resin them, deliver them. So it's not like you just make it overnight. Dang it, I didn't clean off my table. I got a mess. Although I'm going to have a mess anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm talking to myself. Just so you know, I'm going to be cutting out all of the cleanup portions in between spins. Yeah, I've got a really pretty black Lazy Susan drying right now. I've got another blue one drying, but I've got to get some in the pipeline. And the other thing is, it's a lot better to do a lot of resining all at once too. Because for me, you know, it's a pain in the neck to set up for resining. You got to clean up, you got to get everything set up. It's much better if you can resin all in like a day or two and then go back to painting. Nobody ever talks about that. I think this one's about done. One more spin. Yeah, there's an efficiency to keeping like processes together. Yeah, this is done. Oh, of course, I gotta get a white spot right at the end. I'm gonna throw this in here. I've mentioned it in prior videos. Normally, I would dunk my bubbles and my white spots, but I've discovered lately that if I just kiss it with the tip of the toothpick, it works better. All right, here she is, number 2. That's a wrap, and stay to the end where I have a really good flyover of the resin results. Here are the 4 wet results of the 4 different coasters I created in this set. At the very end, I will have a bloom coaster playlist if you'd like to see other color combinations and other compositions. Also, please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. And now, the resin results. So I'm going to do these coasters service by doing a really good, thorough flyover of the resin results. I mean, look at that. And the shimmer. You can kind of see it on certain angles on the camera. I could see it all the time standing here. The lacing is unbelievable. Cells are gorgeous. Again, the shimmer. Look at this one. It's just blooming forth. Love these, love these. Now, even though they're not all quite the same, it's just amazing. I love this set. Look at the cells, the way the gold and nickel azo play together. I'm too close. Amazing. And then of course, here's the back. That's my little stamp I have on the back that I put when I'm done. And yeah, I just wanted to take a second to share the whole enchilada, how pretty these really are, because oftentimes on my flyover, I don't really do it justice. And I make some pretty dang good coasters. All right, thank you everybody. We will see you next time, and I appreciate you being here.